Hello guys, once again, and welcome to my Limitless English. Like I promised, I was gonna make some videos so like that you guys can continue completing Module 1 of Primetime 3. So let's get started. On the first one, I think we saw that in the class, but it's good for the ones that didn't see it to get this section here and then copy those things and investigate anything that you don't understand from that section. Check the vocabulary words that we got there, and you can pronounce them too. And check the different jobs that they are talking about on that section. All right, on section A, that we saw some of this in the class too, and we even saw some things about the grammar. You check this section that we have here. Look at the jobs in the picture. Who works 9 to 5? Who works on the weekend, long hours, on their own, and with a team? Which jobs pay well and which jobs pay low wages? And in the class, you're going to tell me, according to your experience, which jobs around your area pays more. So we could check. All right, character adjectives. Remember adjectives and what is the function of an adjective. So you can complete this section according to the ones we got there. Complete the sentences with a suitable job from those shown. So you got to put what job they are talking about in each one of them. Use your book. The words in the check these words. Here you got thought, job, beat, light, risk, remote areas, bravely, parachute, put out, duty, training, fit, fire zone, padded, face mask, helmet, backpack, and drop. So check those vocabularies so like that you can complete the things that we got here from them. After you read them, you say read the text again. This is the text just in case. Hey, smoke jumpers are elite firefighters. Well, this is right. I'm gonna give you time so you guys can read it, and after you read that section, then you can complete these exercises or these questions that we got here. Only 5 questions, so make sure that you are there. This you need to complete it according to the words that we got here, so take your time and investigate so you can get there with no problem. All right, this we did it in the class, but I'm going to read it again just in case and maybe talk about some of these things. Adverbs of manners describe how we do something. So how we do something, yes, how the action is completed. So an adverb is always going to give you information about the verb. So an adverb is going to tell you how the verb was completed, or it's going to give you information about the verb. And then you got some examples. She talks slowly. How does she talk? Slowly. Talk is the verb, and slowly is describing the way she talks. We usually form adverbs of manners by adding ly, normally, to an adjective. So if you know what is an adjective, that is what is used to describe a noun. Most of the adjectives, we put ly at the end, and then they become adverbs in that aspect. But you can investigate, especially in Google, with no problem, and you know. Sometimes we need to change the spelling. Easy, easily. True, truly. Gentle, gently. Some adverbs keep the same form as the adjective. So, fast, hard, late, early, etc. In this case, you need to know what are you describing. Are you describing a noun or you are describing a verb? And depending on that, then you are using an adjective. Or, as we have here, you're using an adverb. Irregular form, good and well. And it's good for you to investigate what are the regular adverbs. So like that you can get the list and you can start memorizing them with no problem. Let's continue. Form adverbs. We did this in the class, but for those that were not there, and good, what is the adverb of good? Brave, careful, happy, quick, and hard. What is it? Read the text again and make notes under the headings: jobs, duties, qualities needed, clothes and equipment fillings. Imagine you are SAG. Use your notes to present your jobs. And for this section, what we're going to do is that next time we are in a class, I'm going to ask you about a job that you know and which are the duties and the things that you got to do those jobs. So you could be ready and you can start using that vocabulary in that aspect. All right, on the next section, I'm going to put it to you guys so you can have the audio and then you continue with the next section.
I would love to be a smoke jumper. I think it is a fantastic job because you get to help save people and forest animals, and you also do something exciting.
I wouldn't like to work as a smoke jumper. I think it is very dangerous and scary. I wouldn't like to work long hours in difficult conditions.
All right, so what job would you like to do? Good question. Make sure you have the answer when we see each other, but it's all right. Don't worry. We'll continue. All right, on the B section, it's talking about the UFO. Hey, UFO, what is UFO? Unidentified objects. It's all right. In a minute, write as many hobbies as you can. Think of, compare your list with your partners. You don't have to do this, but it's good for you to see the instructions. So you need to know what is ghost hunting, robot building, what is tornado chasing, metal detecting, and UFO hunting. You need to know what are those, so investigate it before we get there. So it says here, UFO hunter is a strange shape in moving across the sky. It is a bird. It is a plane. Or is it a UFO? Nick Porter is fascinated by the possibility of life on other planets. Hey, I'm going to leave it there. And then, what is your opinion about life in other planets? We'll check. On the next section, you're going to have a reading. And according to this reading that we have here, you read it. And after that, make sure that you complete that section about the reading. Hey, maybe I'm going to ask you, what is the reading about? And what is your opinion about this reading? What is it? We'll get going. The second grammar, and this grammar we saw it too in the class, it says simple present and present progressive or present continuous. You're going to find progressive or continuous. Progressive and continuous, they mean the same thing in that aspect. They are synonyms. It says, read the theory, find examples in the text. We use simple present to talk about permanent states and facts. Nick comes from the USA. The sun rises in the east. Habits, routines. He plays tennis every Saturday. Timetables. The train leaves at 7. And time expressions. Every day, on Monday, often, etc. For this, we use the simple present. And we use the present progressive to talk about an action happening now, around the time of speaking. Janice is watching a DVD now. Tina is studying for her exam these days. Future arrangements, I'm going out tomorrow. And temporary situation, Jen is working as a waitress for the summer. Time expression, now, at the moment, at the present, etc. In this section of grammar, and I remember some faces in the class of some students that they were surprised because I told the students to investigate about the present progressive, and I asked what are the uses of the present progressive. And yes, investigate about the present progressive and talk about the uses of the present progressive. Why? Because the present progressive has 3 different uses. Number 1, like you got there, the present progressive is used to talk about the things that you are doing at the moment. Now, for example, when somebody calls you, hey, what are you doing? I am teaching, hey, using ing. I am eating, I am watching TV. You use that so you can express that information because they are talking about what you're doing at the moment. Now, the present progressive is used to talk about the extended time activities. Extended time, what is that? Well, the extended time is temporary situation. In this case, maybe something that is going to take more than today. 3 months, 2 months. A good example would be, what are you doing this trimester? Oh, this trimester, I am taking, with ing, English classes. So yes, you use the present continuous to talk about extended time. And you use the present continuous so you can talk about future plans or future arrangement that we got here. I am going out tomorrow. Going is continuous, ing. When? Tomorrow. So that is an arrangement. That is a plan that you have for tomorrow. I am visiting my grandmother next week. Am I talking about now? No, I'm talking about in a future plan or a future arrangement. All right, after you get this, make sure that you investigate first about the simple present and the present progressive, and then you complete this section that we have here. I'm going to leave it there in the other section that we got there. So like that you can complete those, and I'm going to make the next video tomorrow or the day after tomorrow so you can complete those sections. Remember, if you have any questions, you can use the WhatsApp group just in case there was something that maybe you didn't understand that much, and check, investigate, make sure that you understand so like that you can complete it and we can do our work with no problem. Have a good one. Blessings to you all. This was Mr. Reyes with My Limitless English. So make sure that you watch this video and complete the exercise that we get here, and wait for the video in 2 more days or maybe tomorrow. I'm going to make the other continuously video. Have a good one and see you then. Bye bye.